and Riverwind with the capital. Riverwind before number sign.
Before you is Service of the Minratha's Circle of Magi. You met him and his Venatori in the western approach.
Yes.
He admits to working for Corypheus, raising monsters and using magic for conquest. He also used his connections to smuggle magical artifacts out of the approach, without his master's consent.
Ooh.
You stole from Corypheus. I don't know whether that's stupidly brave or bravely stupid.
I was hired by a third party. I've no loyalty to him. Might you find that useful, Your Worship?
I'm sorry, are you attempting to bargain with us?
Bargain? I plead. I throw myself on your mercy. I also have friends in Tevinter who owe me large debts.
Hi.
Leave what happened
What
in the approach
doing?
behind us, Inquisitor.
What
and
doing?
I can put them all at your disposal.
Hi, happy boy. I want him as an informant.
Leliana will assign agents to you. I expect them to inform me that you've been forthright. If you want redemption, you'll have to earn it.
I can more than pay my keep, Inquisitor. Thank you.
Persuasive. Acquire 10 Inquisition agents in a single playthrough. Oh.
Oh, well done. Well done indeed.
That's something you don't see every day.
A pair of shrines. This one is clearly Andrastian, albeit from a very early period, likely pre-divine. But this is Elven. One of their goals. What was it? Every mother finds Druffalo among sleeping juniper groves. J
What?
something. The one with the deer.
That would be Gilena, mother of the Hala.
Yes! Brilliant! Thank you!
That's what we get for reading all those books.
The old days.
2 shrines for 2 lovers. Inquisitor Merida and Talana. Maybe Talana was an elf.
Oh, yes. That's good. The Chantry expunged references to elves before the exalted march on the Dales.
Can you guys hear
Where's
this,
the
by the way?
Canterbury
I don't
They
even know if
must
you
have
can
done
hear
the same
it.
to Talana.
The Chantry should not rewrite history to cover up inconvenient truths.
Regardless, the important thing is what this tells us. It's not a burial site. That much is obvious.
Look at those flowers. They're not native to the area. What if they were left at the shrine as an offering?
Yes. A night of prayer before battle against the dragon. But then where? Where? We're missing something. What are we missing? Oh, where did you go?
Look for more clues. Okay. Oh, there's like some sarcophaguses. Ooh, not that. Can I have that, please? Oh. Oh.
Professor, look at this.
Oh.
Shartan 10-7 and Transfigurations 10-1.
Oh.
The gates of Minrathas. Isn't there a Tevinter fortress in the area?
Yes. Oh, of course. The ritual site. To see
I'm
the
gonna
dragon
light the
away,
statue.
American's
I'm
elven
gonna
mage must
light
have
it
used a
with
spell at
electric
sight of
magic
great power.
fire.
My scouts have checked the fortress. It's sealed behind a wall of ice.
Yes, it
It
is.
has to be magic. Let's look around. American found a way through that house, so that way should be nearby.
It's gonna touch the thingies with the power, and then it's gonna light everything up. And then that little dragon statue's gonna
Lead her safely through the paths of
do something.
Brilliant. When the Imperium abandoned this fortress, they left the wall of ice to what? To lock the door behind them?
And every lock has a key.
Like these trail markers. American must have known how to use them. If they can melt through the ice, that must be where American sealed away the dragon.
I'll
Must
follow
be.
the markers and see what we can find.
Of course. Why not? So, follow the markers. What does that even mean? Activate a trail marker. Get up there. There we go. I've found those trail markers all over the world, but I couldn't possibly tell you where any of them are now. Unless they point to each other. They point to each other. See? He's gonna spit magic out and it's gonna light up. Yes. Oh, it's just genius. It's genius in all the ways. It's a puzzle across the entire world. And this one will point at that one way over there. That one's like right there. And apparently there's a locked door right here. That makes sense. The little creatures, aren't they fun? That one.
Your gods are weak, Inquisitor! You will see the power of Hakon when we destroy the lowlands!
Say that down
I don't
here,
think
you
we're taking this
wimp.
fortress with a direct assault. Anybody got a better idea? The Avar at Stone Bear Hold might have some ideas.
Alright. Save the...
Goat-kissing, blood-drinking, Hakonite chicken crabs.
Oh, you heard?
Thank you, Inquisitor. Storvacker has returned. My hunters saw what you and she did to the Hakonites who held her. In trapping Storvacker, the jaws of Hakon broke their peace oath with Stone Bear Hold. Our blades are yours.
Yeah.
I assume your bear is all right after whatever they were going to do to her. She is fine. As for what they were going to do, my hunters brought items back from where they held Storvacker. I know what they intended. It is not something you will like. Something few Avar would tell lowlanders. But you must hear it. The jaws of Hakon sought to bind their god in mortal form and bring war to the lowlands.
That doesn't sound good.
By saving your bear, have we put an end to their plans? Though you have given them pause, they will try again. Ages ago, the old jaws of Hakon did the same. They brought their god to life to destroy the lowlands. Their foolishness lost Hakon to all Avar. Now they would free him and begin again. What did you mean when you said that their foolishness lost Hakon to all Avar? When they bound Hakon to mortal form, he became blood of this world. He could hear no prayers, nor speak to the augurs. All he could do was kill. Then he vanished instead of dying, as though rendered mute, lost for ages. If they sought to free him from mortal form, I could understand. Making him attack the lowlands is a fool's work. The Avar wouldn't like the idea of war with the lowlands. Is that what your skulls say? It does us no harm to be feared. If our land is threatened, we will happily fight. And a raid here and there keeps both sides sharp. But we have no need of your lowlands. Not when our goats are fat and our fish are plenty. And not when the sky is torn with demons. Only a fool fights in a burning boat. What would happen if the Jaws of Hakon succeeded in their plan? Hakon would come to the lowlands in the form of a great beast.
The Hackonites would join him, their numbers swelled by foolish young warriors dreaming of honor names. Even if war were needed, it should not be like that. With gods wreaking havoc in blood-soaked fields, the gods should stay where they belong.
You said that the Jaws of Hakon first tried binding their god in mortal form hundreds of years ago.
What of it?
In our search for Inquisitor Emeridon, we learned that he came here to fight a great dragon 800 years ago. A dragon that came from the mountains with Avar warriors to attack the lowlands.
Your last Inquisitor must have fought well to stop Hakon himself.
800. Mm-hmm. Yes.
You're not bothered by the idea that our Inquisitor killed your god?
He didn't kill him. That would have been easier. Whatever fight your Inquisitor finished, the Jaws of Hakon started. I find no fault with a warrior defending his people.
Do the Avar gods take mortal form on a regular basis?
No, the gods belong in the land of dreams. Whether it is their wish or some augurs that brings them here, battle tears will be shed. The skulls say the Lady of the Skies took mortal form when Tyrda Brightaxe first led the Avar to the mountains. They say many things about Brightaxe and the Lady.
Based on what we know, what must we do to stop the Jaws of Hakon?
You have melted the wall of ice that protects their fortress. We must make a plan of attack. Bring your warriors when you are ready to begin the assault.
I mean, I guess we're ready now.
I'm ready to attack the Jaws of Hakon.
Good. They will pay the blood price for what they have done. Your Skald and your Scout are here. We can plan the assault.
Oh, I like the sound of Scald. It's more dramatic than Professor. Yes, well, everything we've found out about Inquisitor Emeridon suggests that he never emerged from that Tevinter fortress.
If that is where your Inquisitor defeated Hakon, that is where the Jaws of Hakon must perform the rite to free him.
Ideally, we stop them before that. I'd rather not fight an Avar god if we don't have to.
You really have no problem with us killing your god?
Gods cannot be reborn until they die. Hakon needs a good rebirthing.
If you say so.
With its ice wall melted, the fortress is open to attack. We must strike soon, before our foes recover.
They're already trying. I've got most of our forces defending the shrine from Hackonites who want to restore the wall.
If anyone has suggestions, now is the time.
What gives you fear, Inquisitor? Is this not the battle you wanted?
I'm no warrior, but with Lady Harding's forces defending the shrine and no way to breach the walls,
Lowlanders. Why not climb the walls?
Sure.
Your warriors can get over those walls before the Hackonites stop them?
This is not a war, Stone Daughter. This is a raid. We strike at night, clad lightly. We climb the wall and open the gate from inside.
If Stonebear Hold can open the gates, we would be grateful.
The Jaws of Hakon have been bugs in my bedroll for months, Inquisitor. We owe you thanks.
Inquisition forces will feign weakness near the shrine. That'll draw some of them away from the fortress.
not too many, I hope.
Yes, save some for us.
I like Sarah. Oh, that sucked. That sucked so much. That sucked, like, all the times. Who's that guy?
Inquisitor.
Jamie opened the door and left it
Inquisitor.
open, and then
Dragon's
was
Empire
letting all the
spread
cold
far
air
westward.
in.
Inquisitor Emeridon, you disappeared in 120 Divine, around the time of the signing of the
Hi.
Navaran Accord.
You say it as though it was.
Did you go outside? Did you
How
go
long?
outside?
There has not been an Inquisitor since you disappeared.
800 years ago.
Draken was my oldest friend. He would have sent someone to find me.
He would have, had the Second Blight not swept across Orlais, demanding his full attention.
I see. Tilana escaped the battle. Did she? Do the records say what became of her?
Uh-oh, I have to pay attention now.
I have to pay attention now.
Oh, crap. I forgot what the record said. She lived well or she died. I think she died, actually.
She returned to the island. From what we can tell, she died trying to reach you through dreams.
I asked her not to. She was a good hunter and the love of my life, but she never... I never wanted this job. Hunting demons was so much simpler than politics. But Draken told me I was needed. As I suspect you were needed.
I wasn't Inquisitor by choice, whatever my life was before.
Take moments of happiness where you find them. The world
This is a
will
happy
take the
moment.
rest. The dragon carries the spirit of an Avar god. I lacked the strength to kill it. My own magic was able to bind us all, locked in time. But when the cultists drew that spirit into another vessel, it disrupted my bindings. It is breaking free.
Okay,
You won't be fighting it alone this time.
we can't do another fight.
You will. The
We
passage
can't
of
fight this
years will be
dragon.
Delayed, but not ignored. I will soon join Tilana at Andraste's side.
Yeah, because he's been
Take
frozen
this.
in time for 800
It
years.
holds the last few memories of an old hunter who was neither as wise nor as
Finally,
strong as
some
he thought.
dragons.
Fight well, Inquisitor. I am honored to have met you.
Oh boy. Oh no. No, don't wake up. Oh boy. Do you think maybe he changed? We have 2 health potions. Okay, he flew away.
Probably has the Avar guard back inside it.
Forgot that we made friends with her.
'Tis a large fortress,
She's
Inquisitor.
got her old clothes on.
To think, until recently, this place stood decrepit, occupied only by the desperate and the lost. Now it is party to events that threaten to shake the world.
Not everything gives you XP.
Wonder if it is
Yeah.
pleased.
Isn't that awesome?
It sounds like you've heard of Skyhold before. This fortress was built upon the remains of a site
I get
holy to
XP
the
for
ancient
reading
Avalon.
books.
They called it Terra Salan, a place where the sky is kept. It is said that
And
from here, they reached up
discovering
to the
new
heavens to bring them
monsters.
down to rest.
That's
They
pretty much where you
abandoned
get the
it,
good
as
XP
did the
from.
humans who came after them. Bones laid upon bones.
Yeah, pretty
silent
much.
until
Pretty
your
much,
arrival.
Soupy.
I
Say
like
Smash
this
right now what
place.
happened to the
I
last
need a
guy.
home. The
There.
magic in this place has seeped into the stones.
She's still a
protecting it from
Smash, though.
darkness. Those who let it fall to ruin did not know what they possessed.
We're
You,
like
I
the
think,
hero,
shall do it justice.
I guess.
You were kind to welcome my aid, Inquisitor, even knowing as little of me as you do. I will do my best to aid your cause with all the knowledge at my disposal. This I swear to you. I appreciate whatever help you can give us. Some might think Corypheus a madman for seeking godhood. Yet one must ask, what were the old gods? What secrets of theirs did the ancient magisters know? What I fear, what all should fear, is not that Corypheus believes he can succeed. It is that he actually may.
I like her glittery eyeshadow. I don't know if it's actually supposed to be like that, but it looks like it's glittery.
We are betrayed by the very world we have sworn to protect.
The Inquisition is inside, Clarel. We have no time to stand on ceremony.
These men and women are giving their lives, Magister. That might mean little in Tevinter, but for the Wardens, it is a sacred duty.
I feel like she would look better without the colored on
years, my friend.
hair.
Too many, Clarel. If my sword arm can no
Same with
longer
him.
serve the wardens, then my blood will have to do.
No.
It will.
No. No, no. No. Oh, okay.
Stop them! We must complete the ritual!
Clarel, if you complete that ritual, you're doing exactly what Ehrman wants.
What? Fighting the Blight? Keeping the world safe from Darkspawn? Who wouldn't want that?
But that's not what you're doing.
And yes, the ritual requires blood sacrifice. Hate me for that if you must, but do not hate the Wardens for doing their duty.
You're not doing your
We make the
duty.
sacrifices no one else will. Our warriors died proudly for a world that will never thank them.
And then your Tevinter ally binds the mages to Corypheus.
Corypheus? But he's dead.
These people will say anything to shake your confidence, Clarel.
Bring it through.
And now you're all gonna die. Oh, is he gonna bring Corypheus here? That would suck.
Please, I have seen more than my share of blood magic. It is never worth the cost.
That's supposed to be us, by
I
the
trained
way.
half of you myself. Do not make me kill you to stop this madness.
From the second game. It's not, but it's supposed to be.
Be ready with the ritual, Clarel. This demon is truly worthy of your strength.
The Grey Wardens have a proud history. You stopped the Blight at the Silent Place.
Very shiny
at Starkhaven
mustache.
And Hunterfell, at Aesley and Denerim. This world owes you a debt it can never repay. I would not stand against you if I did not know you were being misused.
Clarel, we have come so far. You're the only one who can do this.
Perhaps we could test the truth of these charges to avoid more bloodshed.
He's just gonna kill
Bring
her.
in a more reliable ally. My master thought you might come here, Inquisitor. He sent me this to welcome you.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's an archdemon! Yep, you made a mistake. You listened to the creepy dude, and now look what you've done. Now everyone's gonna die. Finally, she does something right. Too late though.
Clarel, please.
Help the Inquisitor!
Wild. Okay. Ouchies. You're supposed to be helping me. Oh no, bull. We run. I want to fight that. Maybe I shouldn't fight that dragon. Dragons aren't easy fights. Get him. Get him. Ah! Get him. Get him. Get his little feet. Oh, he ran away. Oh, I turned it down because it was really loud. I think we are going to fight him. Wow, she's kind of scary strong.
You've destroyed the Grey Wardens.
Yep. Man, Corypheus picked the wrong guy.
You did that to yourself, you stupid bitch.
He's a weakling.
All I did was dangle
Which is probably
a
why
little
Corypheus
powder in
picked
your
him.
eyes, and you couldn't wait to get your hands bloody.
Just kill him. Just playing with him now.
You god.
I will never serve the Blight.
Oh! Oh no. Well, now she's a snack. Is it super framey for you guys too? It's like super framey. I didn't...
Victory. In peace, vigilance.
I thought he was gonna step on it. Damn. Oh boy. Run. Run away. Run faster. Oh no, save that guy. He's got the shiny mustache. Oh, we're gonna go for a ride. Oh boy. Did we just open a rift? It doesn't seem to be. Not ideal.
Where are we?
In the other place.
We were falling. Is this... Are we dead?
No. The Inquisitor used the mark to open another rift. We fell through. I believe we're in the Fade.
Not great.
The Fade looked much different the last time I was here.
The Fade itself is reacting to our presence here, much more strongly than I've ever seen before. Perhaps it's because we're here physically, instead of simply visiting in dreams.
The stories say you walked out of the Fade at Haven. Was it like this?
I don't know. I still can't remember what happened the last time I did this.
Well, whatever happened at Haven, we can't assume we're safe now. That huge demon was right on the other side of that rift Eramon was using.
Places.
And there could be others.
This is shitty. I'll fight whatever you give me, boss. But nobody said nothing about getting dragged through the ass end of Demon Town.
In our world, the rift the demons came through was nearby, in the main hall. Can we escape the same way?
It beats waiting around for demons to find us, right?
I think we're going there.
There. Let's go.
Are they gonna get off the walls, or are they gonna stay upside down? I hope I don't have to keep those two alive, too.
So this is the true face of the Fade, behind the dreams and visions.
Ooh, a supply
Don't
cache.
linger, my dear. I think the spirits dislike being unmasked.
Don't touch the bubbly green water. Hello.
By the Maker. Could that be?
I greet you, Warden. And you, Champion.
She's the lady
Divine
that
Justine.
everyone said we killed in the beginning of the game, by the way. We didn't, but people thought we did. It's not really her, though.
From the little I remember of what happened
can't
at
be.
Haven, I thought you were dead.
I fear the Divine is indeed dead. It is likely we face a spirit, or a demon.
You think my survival impossible, yet here you stand alive in the Fade yourselves. In truth, proving
job,
my
Nugget.
existence either way would require time we do not have.
Surely you can understand our concerns and explain what you are.
I am here to help you. You do not remember what happened at the Temple of Sacred Ashes, Inquisitor.
I don't think it is. It seems heavy, doesn't it?
Don't. The memories you have lost were taken by the demon that serves Corypheus. It is the nightmare you forget upon waking. It feeds off memories of fear and darkness, growing fat upon the terror. The false calling that terrified the wardens into making such grave mistakes? Its work.
I would gladly avenge the insult this nightmare dealt my brethren.
You will have your chance, brave warden. This place of darkness is its lair.
Corypheus seems to have a lot of demons at his disposal. How does he command so many?
I know not how he commands his army of demons. His power may come from the blight itself.
She'll topple over if she
The
nods too
nightmares
much,
really
for sure.
For Corypheus has brought much terror to this world. He was one of the magisters who unleashed the first blight upon the world, was he not? Every child's cry as the archdemon circles.
Oh, you know what I realized?
Every dwarf's whimper in the deep roads.
Play with some stuff.
The nightmare has fed well.
I should have done this yesterday.
Can you help us get out of the Fade?
That is why I found you. When you entered the Fade at Heaven, the demon took a part of you. Before you do anything else, you must recover it. These are your memories, Inquisitor.
Memories. Oh boy. Are they alone in the moonlight?
Run when you can! Warn them!
Bring forth the sacrifice.
Why are you doing this? You, of all people! are you doing this? You, of all people.
Keep the sacrifice still.
Someone help me! What's going on here?
Oh. That's how that happened.
So, your mark did not come from Andraste. It came from the orb Corypheus used in his ritual.
Corypheus intended to rip open the veil, use the anchor to enter the Fade, and throw open the doors of the Black City. Not for the old gods, but for himself. When you disrupted his plan, the orb bestowed the anchor upon you instead.
So this was what? An accident? A random ricochet in the middle of a fight?
And if it was?
If it was, then neither the Maker nor Andraste were in any way involved in this. I'm just...
If you believe in the Maker, then you believe he made this world, and everything in it, including your accident. And if you do not, then nothing has changed. You cannot escape the lair of the nightmare until you regain all that it took from you. You have recovered some of yourself, but now it knows you are here. You must make haste. I will prepare the way ahead.
Something troubles you, Hawk.
Those were Grey Wardens holding the Divine in that vision. Their actions led to her death.
I assumed he had taken their minds, as you have seen him do before. Come, we can argue after we escape this dark place.
Oh, I intend to.
Keep running!
So bright.
This is the breach back in Haven. That's how I escaped.
The demon! Keep running! Ah! Go.
We couldn't save her.
It was you. They thought it was Andraste sending me from the Fade, but it was the Divine behind me. And then you. She died.
Yes.
So this creature is simply a spirit.
I think we all knew that was the case, Warden.
I am sorry if I disappoint you.
Pretty strong spirit. You kept the hat, huh?
Are you a memory of the Divine? A reflection?
If that is the story you wish to tell, it is not a bad one.
What we do know is that the mortal Divine perished at the temple, thanks to the Grey Wardens.
As I said, the Grey Wardens responsible for that crime were under the control of Corypheus.
Which we know.
We can discuss this further once we return to Adamant.
Yes, Adamant, where the Inquisition faces an army of demons raised by the Wardens.
How dare you judge us?
Dude.
You tore Kirkwall apart and started the Mage Rebellion.
To protect innocent mages, not madmen drunk on blood magic. Even without the influence of Corypheus, the Wardens go too far. They need to be checked.
They're a relic. The days of their usefulness have long since passed.
Don't know that we can pass judgment on the only folks who know how to stop blights.
I don't know what to tell you. There are a few good ones, but an awful lot of the Wardens I've known went crazy.
This debate can wait until we're out of danger.
Inquisitor.
Demons! I wonder what everyone sees, because, like, Bolt doesn't see spiders.
Form up. I'm with you.
If I... Coffee's almost gone. Ew. Yuck.
We need to clear a path.
Yuck.
Go. I'll cover you.
No, you were right. The Grey Wardens caused this. A Warden must...
A Warden must help them rebuild. That's your job.
I'm...
Corypheus is mine.
Oh no, who do we pick? I don't know who to pick. I don't really care about either of them. Why do we have to pick? Whoever we pick stays here and dies, basically. Ugh. Oh. Hi. Did you trick her into thinking it was later than it was? Nope. Okay, so the internet says that the Wardens need people to lead them once we get rid of all the bad people, so we should keep Stroud, which means Hawk stays.
Hawk.
Say goodbye to Varric for me.
Which we have no attachment to because
I didn't
wrong character.
Always the maker did.
It's so cool. He's gonna be the daddy. See, he's fighting. He's not fighting. Have a kiss. Are you mad at me? Huh? Are you mad because I won't let her give you dinner?
I think he's mad at me. Ooh. Just like that. Bada boom.
With the nightmare banished, Corypheus lost both his Warden mages and his demon army. But in the stories your soldiers will tell, their Inquisitor broke the spell with the Maker's blessing.
Once they understand what really happened,
They will be terrified. Let them have the stories.
Inquisitor, the Archdemon flew off as soon as you disappeared. The Venatori Magister is unconscious but alive. Cullen thought you might wish to deal with him yourself. As for the Wardens, those who weren't corrupted helped us fight the demons.
He's got a really
We stand
fancy
ready
helmet.
to help make up for Clarel's tragic mistake.
Where's Hawk? Where's Hawk?
Hawk sacrificed his life to save us and strike a decisive blow against Corypheus.
Well,
Aww, he's sad.
He gave his life not because he'd sworn an oath or been marked as special, but because someone had to do it.
I feel like we all could have got away, just saying. That big spider
Stroud,
thing didn't look like
you're
it
the
moved
senior
very well.
surviving Grey Warden. What do we do now?
You stay and do whatever you can to help. Stroud believes that the Wardens are worth saving, and I trust him. You're still vulnerable to Corypheus, and possibly his Venatori. But there are plenty of demons that need killing.
Are you flinging these fools at demons now, my dear? Couldn't you just use rocks?
While they do that, I'll report to the Wardens at Weishaupt. We won't be caught off guard by Corypheus again.
Thank you, your worship. We will not fail you.
Maker watch over your Inquisition. It has been an honor.
Thanks. Just got an achievement. Face your fears in the fade. Wasn't that scary? I wish it would have shown us what other people saw, though.
Stroud sent me one final report. He's on his way to Weishaupt. As for the Grey Wardens, they are fighting demons and Red Templars while staying clear of Venatori. You dealt Corypheus a significant blow, Inquisitor.
The Grey Wardens carry respect in other nations. If we spread word that the Inquisition has their support...
We may gain standing with nations that have suffered under the Blight. I will take the matter to Josephine. While you bested Corypheus here and at Halam Shiral, he himself was not present either time. We fear he's close to finding another way to enter the
all the way
Fate.
down here.
When you have a moment, Colin and Josephine are waiting in the war room with an update. What was she like? Divine Justinia, or her soul, or the spirit that took her form. I read your report. I know it isn't clear, but...
She seemed calm, serene even, and she guided us the whole way through.
That does sound like her.
She did ask me to tell you something, though. She said, "I'm sorry, I failed you too."
Aww.
Oh. I should finish this before it slips my mind. Perhaps later we might discuss the matter further. Thank you. Adamant's influence continues, your worship. I submit Lord Livius Erimond of Virantium, who remains loyal to Corypheus. We found him alive, offering extreme resistance, likely because the Order will ask for his head.
Oh, yeah.
In more colorful terms. To say nothing of justice you might personally require for what was suffered in the Fade.
Many places felt the pain of Adamant. You will answer for a great deal.
I recognize none of this proceeding. You have no authority to judge me.
On the contrary, many officials have communicated that they will defer to the Inquisitor on this matter.
Because they fear not just Corypheus, but Tevinter rightful ruler of every piece of ground ye trod in your pathetic life.
Wow.
I serve.
Inside voices, please.
Bring down your blades and free me from the physical. Glory awaits me.
Jail him and lose the key. Yeah, he doesn't deserve anything.
Since death is a validation for you, I will delay it. Lord Livius Eramond of Varantium, you'll spend the rest of your days in the deepest, darkest hole we can find.
He doesn't
We
deserve
shall see
anything
which
good.
of us outlives our legacy, Inquisitor.
Another of the lingering pains of Adamant, your worship. Sir Ruth is a senior warden of the Order. She was one of the many who slit the throat of another to bind a demon. She does not contest this. In fact, she surrendered to us. She requests no mercy. She wants the public justice of the headman's axe.
You were free to rejoin your comrades, and yet you present yourself here.
There is no excuse for my actions. I murdered another of the Order. That blood marks me more than the Blight ever could.
Accepting their actions while thralls of Corypheus, many treaties allow wardens any extreme if it opposes the Blight.
I can't do it. I can't use the greater good to justify my crimes, as if it would create a future I could be a part of. It is wrong that this broke me. I've done worse with full sanction. I can do nothing except be an example of the cost.
We can send her to the deep roads. Use faith against her. I feel like the deep roads, if we're gonna make a decision, makes sense. Because then at least she'll, like, fight out. I think she'll be by herself. I'm not gonna make this
We
decision.
doubt when we're safe, when blight is not at our throat. I can't judge a warden, Sir Ruth. No one has that right.
You have more faith in the Order than we ourselves have.
It's time to plan our next attack. What's the state of the Inquisition?
We're well loved in Orlais. Say the words and Empress Celine will send her support.
And your actions at Adamant denied Corypheus his army of pet demons. With Orlais' support, our numbers match his. Corypheus' followers must be panicking.
My agents agree. Our victories have shaken his disciples.
Perhaps they'll rethink following the Darkspawn Magister from the dawn of time. Where is Corypheus now?
After Adamant, Corypheus uprooted his major strongholds and sent them marching south to the Arbor Wilds. His army clearly wasn't prepared to flee. Our victories have them on the defensive.
Good of Corypheus to make it easy to find him. If he's hiding in the Arbor
Welcome back
Wilds,
from the Ad
that's
Break,
where we finish
friends.
him.
But what is Corypheus doing in such a remote area? His people have been ransacking elven ruins since Haven. We believe he seeks more. What he hopes to find, however, continues to elude us. Which should surprise no one. Fortunately, I can assist.
You have my attention, Lady Morrigan.
What Corypheus seeks in those forgotten woods is as ancient as it is dangerous.
Which is?
'Tis best if I show you.
Mysterious. Wait, don't leave the table though. I need to do things there.
This is an Illuvian, an elven artifact from a time long before their empire was lost to human greed. I restored this one at great cost, but another lies within the Arbor Wilds. That is what Corypheus seeks.
You can restore an artifact like this.
There was a price, but one I gladly paid. I found legends of an elven temple within the Arbor Wilds, untouched. It proved too dangerous to approach, and thus I turned elsewhere to find my prize. If Corypheus has turned southward, he could succeed where I failed. The Illuvian would be his.
What does it do?
A more appropriate question would be, where does it lead?
Just gonna walk into the magic mirror. Okay. We're just gonna walk into the magic mirror. No questions asked, just walking in. Didn't tell anyone where we were going either. Safe. Super safe.
If this place once had a name, it has long been lost. I call it the Crossroads, a place where all Illuvians join, wherever they might be.
This place is extraordinary. How could this even exist?
Who can say? Formed from the fabric of time and space, perhaps. The ancient elves left no roads, only ruins hidden in far-flung corners. This is how they traveled between them. As you can see, most of the mirrors are dark, broken, corrupted, or unusable. As for the rest, a few can be opened from this side, but only a few.
How did you find out about this place?
My travels have led me to many strange destinations, Inquisitor. Once, they led me here. It offered sanctuary.
Sanctuary?
Not all the mirrors lead back to our world. The ancients were nothing if not resourceful.
If they don't lead back to our world, then...
Where do they go?
Places between, like this one. I can describe it no better. For a time, I was safe from those who hunted me, but only for a time. One cannot remain in between forever.
What do you mean a few can be opened from this side?
Some of the Illuvians have been left unlocked, like doors accidentally left ajar. All others are closed. They can be opened only from beyond.
Opened how?
With a key.
I suppose you have such a key.
The key can be many things. Each Illuvian is different. I have knowledge as well as power. Often that is enough.
Corypheus wants to come here.
This is not the Fade, but it is very close. Someone with enough power could tear down the ancient barriers.
And enter the Fade in the flesh, like Corypheus wanted to do with the Anchor.
He learned of the Illuvian in the Arbor Wilds as I did. He marshals the last of his forces to reach it.
That's not good.
You have made Corypheus desperate, Inquisitor. We must work together to stop him, and soon.
Ooh, a fancy party.
Thank you for seeing me in private, Minister Belize. I chastise you for taking me from the party, Inquisitor, but the Marquis throws such dull affairs, it's hardly worth it. I assume you wish to discuss your petition to elevate these du Paraquets to a minor lordship. Tell me, why should I allow you to pollute the Orlesian nobility any further than it's already been muddled?
The du Paraquets used to be noble. You'd be restoring an old house of Orlais.
Restoring it far too late. What are the du Paraquets now? Traders? Farmers? Really, it is too much. The very thought causes me pain. What can you possibly provide that will make your petition worth my effort?
Ooh, flirt our way through?
I don't think we'll be missed from the party for a while.
This is so awkward.
Are you quite serious?
Oh, she didn't like that.
Merely trying to lighten the mood. Well, desist at once. What do you actually have to offer me in return
Not
for my
as...
aid?
Connections or information are probably what she wants.
Diplomatic connections that reach far beyond the boundaries of Valrio, perhaps. I might make use of your ambassador. The Montiliers aren't what they were, but at least they're from proper stock. Arrange for me to be introduced to the court of Antiver. I hear winter is most pleasant by their sea. Very well, Inquisitor. Should you fulfill this bargain, I shall raise the du Paraquets into lordship.
Easy peasy. Hey, PK.
Want a drink? I've a hankering for company. When I was a boy, there were these urchins who roamed the streets near my father's house. One day, they found a dog. A wretched little thing. It came to them for food. I caught it, tied a rope around its neck, and strung it up.
Why?
Do you know what I did?
Not the fireside tale I was expecting, Blackwall.
Just listen. I did nothing. Not a damn thing.
Why?
It was crying. I saw the kicking legs, the neck straining and twisting, and I turned around, went inside, and closed the door. I could have told my father, or alerted someone. I didn't. I just pretended it wasn't happening.
You couldn't have been the only one there, and no one else stepped in.
Doesn't make what I did any less wrong. I may as well have tied the noose myself. We could make the world better. It's just easier to shut our eyes.
When we first met, you were saving peasants from demons and outlaws. You're not a man who shuts his eyes. A little insane, maybe.
Of course you'd make light of it. You make saving the world look easy. The rest of us can only dream of matching what you've done. Don't you see? It's not just about what happened back then. There's always some dog out there. Some fucking mongrel that doesn't know how to stay away.
Is he saying he's the dog? I really need to give him this freaking thingy. How do I get out of here? Oh, hey, Bull. Everyone's got a movie.
Inquisitor, come have a drink. To killing a high dragon like warriors of legend.
There's a big cup.
I know, right? Put some chest on your chest. That little gurgle right before it spat fire. And that roar. What I wouldn't give to roar like that. The way the ground shook when it landed. The smell of the fires burning. Tarsidathan Halsam. You know, Kunari hold dragons sacred. Well, as much as we hold anything sacred. Here, your turn.
That thing you just said, you shouted it during the fight, too. What does it mean?
Oh, Tarsidathan Halsam. Closest translation would be, I will bring myself sexual pleasure later, while thinking about this with great respect.
You shouted that when it was breathing fire at us.
I know, right?
I love Iron Ball. He's such a great character.
Yes, the second cup's easier. Most of the nerves in your throat are dead after the first one.
What are we drinking?
The glorious ones. That's our word for them. Atashi.
It's a shame we had to kill the dragon.
Damn good fight. Dragons are the embodiment of raw power. But it's all uncontrolled. Savage. So, they need to be destroyed. Taming the wild. Order out of chaos. Have another drink.
This is gonna get us into trouble.
Nice. To dragons.
To the Iron Bull.
And his ass-kicking Inquisitor.
Cyril Mornay, for your crimes against the Empire of Orlais. For the murders of General Vincent Callier, Lady Laurette Callier, their 4 children, and their retainers.
Yikes.
You are sentenced to be hanged from the neck until dead. Do you have anything to say in your defense?
He looks very upset for someone that just murdered a bunch of people.
Oh, this is grim.
Look at all these people. I thought we were more civilized than this.
Proceed.
Why do I have a feeling that Blackwall's gonna, like, save him or something?
Stop!
Okay, Nugget. Have good sleeps, friend.
A Grey Warden.
This man is innocent of the crimes laid before him. Orders were given
I'll
and he
see you
followed them
in a
like
couple
any good soldier.
days. Maybe tomorrow.
He should not die for that mistake.
Then find me the man who gave the order.
Oh, shit.
Blackwall!
No, I am not Blackwall. I never was Blackwall. Warden Blackwall is dead. And has been for years.
Ruh-roh.
I assumed his name to hide like a coward from who I really am.
You, after all this time.
It's over. I'm done hiding. I gave the order.
Tomorrow
The
you'll
crime
try.
is
Well,
mine.
don't make yourself stay awake.
I am Tom Rainier.
I hope you have a good day tomorrow. downstairs.
I didn't take Blackwall's life. I traded his death. He wanted me for the Wardens, but there was an ambush. Darkspawn. He was killed. I took his name to stop the world from losing a good man. But a good man, the man he was, wouldn't have let another die in his place.
You saved that man. That took courage.
Courage? I killed innocent people. Destroyed Mornay's life and the lives of others like him. One moment of courage will not make up for that. Why are you here?
That depends on what you say.
Don't you understand? I gave the order to kill Lord Callier, his entourage, and I lied to my men about what they were doing. When it came to light, I ran. Those men, my men, paid for my treason, while I was pretending to be a better man. This is what I am. A murderer, a traitor, a monster.
Would a monster have given himself up? Somewhere along the line, you stopped pretending.
I have Liliana's report on Tom Rainier.
This is helpful, or at least educational.
Don't blame yourself. We all made this mistake. What do we do now? Blackwall... Rainier has accepted his fate, but you don't have to. We have resources. If he's released to us, you may pass judgment on him yourself.
If it were up to you, what would happen?
What he did to the men under his command was unacceptable. He betrayed their trust, betrayed ours. I despise him for it. Yet he fought as a warden, joined the Inquisition, gave his blood for our cause. And the moment he shakes off his past, he turns around and owns up to it. Why?
He wanted to change. To prove that he'd really left his past behind. He had to face up to it.
Saving Mornay the way he did took courage, I'll give him that. But I can't tell you what to do.
Have Rainier released to us.
We must move quickly. We can explore our options back at Skyhold.
With an Illuvion, Corypheus could cross into the Fade in the flesh.
Hey.
Indeed, the Inquisitor can attest that these artifacts still work if one knows how to use them.
What happens when Corypheus enters the Fade?
Why, he will gain his heart's desire and take the power of a god. Or, and this is more likely, the lunatic will unleash forces that tear the world apart.
Reasons for stopping Corypheus have gone from revenge to keep the world intact.
It was always so, was it not? The madman would bury us all.
Pardon me, but does this mean everything's lost unless we get to the Illuvion before?
Corypheus has a head start, no matter how quickly our army moves.
We should gather our allies before we march.
Can we wait for them?
We should send our spies ahead to the Arbor Wilds.
Without support from the soldiers, you'd lose half of them.
Then what should we do? You overcome it. All three of you together. Josephine, have our allies send scouts to meet us in the wilds. Liliana, your fastest agents will join them. Together, we'll have enough spies to slow down Corypheus' army until Cullen's soldiers arrive.
Such confidence. But the Arbor Wilds are not so kind to visitors. Old elven magic lingers in those woods.
We'd be remiss to not take advantage of your knowledge, Lady Morgan. Please, lend us your expertise.
Here's why I came here, although it is good to see its value recognized.
Any further instructions, Inquisitor?
The Inquisition began as a handful of soldiers. Thanks to you, we're now a force that will topple a self-proclaimed god. I could ask for no finer counsel, no better guidance.
I speak for all of us when I answer. We could ask for no finer cause.
We'll hound Corypheus in the wilds before he can find the temple or the Silurion.
I don't know what select in order to continue that last one. What? Anyways, I can't figure out what to do next for that Blackwall stuff. I could find that there's multiple options, but I don't know what to do next. It doesn't say what to do next. But we get another movie, so. Wow.
Inquisitor,
How goes the battle, Captain?
the Red Templars fall beneath our blades, your worship. Commander Cullen says they're nearly finished. Our scouts saw Corypheus traveling towards an elven ruin to the north. We can clear you a path through his armies.
So all you have to do is fend off Corypheus's worst zealots until I've returned.
We shall not flinch, your worship, not a one of us. Andraste guide you, Inquisitor.
I wonder, is it Andraste your soldiers invoke during battle, or does a more immediate name come to their lips?
They show me respect, Morrigan. No one mistakes me for the Maker.
True. You are far more likely to come to their aid than a chantry fable, but I digress. If your scouts report accurately, I believe these ruins to be the Temple of Mathal.
Which is?
A place of worship out of elven legend. If Corypheus seeks it, then the alluvion he covets lies within.
Oh my. Oopsies.
Let us hope we reach this temple before the entire forest is reduced to ash.
It's a lot of bodies. It is, Tess. You're right. That seems to be a theme with these temples.
Namelana Savanale.
The wretch mocks you, master.
These are but remnants. They will not keep us from the Well of Sorrows.
Hey, look at
Well
that.
of sorrows.
Be honored. Witness death at the hands of a new god.
I don't think you can go in there, buddy. Oh, that's not supposed to be able to happen. Oh. His skin melted. He broke the barrier. He broke the guardians. Oh, it's framey. I hope it's not too framey for you guys. That's bad. Oh boy. Oh, ouch. That hurts my eyeballs. That's pretty bad. That's pretty framey. Ew. Ew. No,
It cannot be.
He reborn himself.
Across the bridge, now!
So he can just come back using any body he wants? That seems bad. Oh boy. Well, that is sealed now.
At last, Mathal's sanctum. Let us proceed before Corypheus interferes.
If he's here for a mirror, why'd Corypheus say he wants a Well of Sorrows?
I am uncertain of what he referred to.
Could they be the same? Could Illuvian translate into Well of Sorrows?
No. It seems an Illuvian is not the prize Corypheus seeks. Yes, I was wrong. Does that please you? Whatever the Well of Sorrows might be, Corypheus seeks it, and thus you must keep it from his grasp.
Let's find this well before Corypheus's people do.
I promise.
It appears the temple's magics are still strong.
I promise.
Is this Elven? Does it say anything about this Well of Sorrows?
I only recognize a few phrases. Ah, a Belasan, meaning place of sorrow. That must be the well. There is something about knowledge, respectful or pure. Shiven. 'Tis all I can translate. That it mentions the well is a good omen.
At least we know the Well of Sorrows was important.
Supplicants to Mathal would have first paid obeisance here. Following their path may aid entry.
Not
What
much
does
of a
that
lock
mean?
if all you do is step on it.
'Tis a ritual, not a barred door. There is more here than earthly treasure.
Oh, I see. We've got to light up all the lights.
Do not step any place you have stepped before. There can be no vacillation. This is
I
where
see.
petitioners walked the path of their gods. Let us see what awaits.
Oh, they're just blasting their way through.
Don't let them pass!
Get ready!
Hey, you come back here.
Goodbye!
You put your sigils on the wall, don't
Come on,
you?
we might catch them.
Oh, okay.
Hold a moment. While they rush ahead, this leads to our true destination. We should walk the petitioner's path as before.
I agree.
You forget that army fighting for us out there? Longer we play around, the more Inquisition soldiers die. There's a whole...
No, you have to do it the right way.
Performing these rituals may mean the difference between reaching the well before Corypheus's minions and not at all.
We don't know what's behind those doors. They might have a reason for going another way.
Had they the option, they would have proceeded. That must lead to their goal.
Their goal? Or yours?
Everyone second guesses Morgan. She knows so much more than you
There
could possibly
is
imagine.
a danger to the natural order. Legends walked Thedas once, things of might and wonder. Their passing has left us all the lesser. Corypheus would squander the ancient power of the well. I would have it restored.
I wasn't expecting your answer to be so romantic.
Trust me, your surprise is matched only by my own. Mankind blunders through the world, crushing what it does not understand. Elves, dragons, magic. The list is endless. We must stem the tide, or be left with nothing more than the mundane. This I know to be true. I read more in the first chamber than I revealed.
Obviously.
It said a great boon is given to those who use the Well of Sorrows, but at a terrible price.
What exactly did that altar say about the Well of Sorrows?
Like most elven writing, it was insufferably vague. The term I deciphered was Halam Shivanas, the sweet sacrifice of duty. It implies the loss of something personal for duty's sake, yet for those who served at this temple, a worthwhile trade.
Interesting.
Did you not trust me enough to tell me about this price when you read it?
I hoped to find more information. If I intended to cheat you, I would have feigned ignorance entirely. My priority is your cause, but if the opportunity arises to save this well, I am willing to pay the cost.
And gain what?
That is what we must discover. The rituals may point the way. Tis not what I expected. What?
We'll skip through the conversation because we just
Enough.
watched it.
You bear them up. How has this come to pass? What is your connection to those who first disturbed our slumber?
They are my enemies.
We wake up. I know what you say.
The place of...
It is not for you. It is not for any of you.
So,
The Shemlin did... We Elven, we awaken only... It is meaningless.
Gotta be careful with my skipping because if I skip too quickly, it breaks the game.
what is this?
It is a pu...
He speaks of...
More than that, you need not know.
We did not come...
I believe you. Trespassers, if these are... When this is done...
Consider carefully. You must stop Corypheus, yes, but you may also need the well
Okay.
for your own.
Accept the bargain, refuse the offer, refuse the offer. I'm gonna accept.
I accept your offer.
You will be guided to those you seek.
I'd rather not make
As for
enemies
the
with
beard of
ancient
Elisar,
elves.
It shall not be despoiled, even if I must destroy it myself.
No! Morgan!
Interesting. I'll get there eventually. Wow. Oh no. Oh.
So close. The well knows its vessel, and
You're
those
weird.
who would despoil it. Stand aside, Inquisitor.
And you are?
I'm called Calpurnia. But when I partake of the well, names will be meaningless. Leave. This is not your time. Your hunt for the well claimed elves, Templars, your mages. It has to end. Perhaps you see further than I thought. You serve your people. You have one last chance to save them. The Well of Sorrows overflows with knowledge, power abandoned by those the elves worshipped as gods. To walk the Fade without the anchor. That is what the Well of Sorrows will give Corypheus.
If that's the case, why isn't Corypheus clawing at the well?
I will carry it like a jug brimming for his use. Can you not see? I knew you would take the well for yourself, to ransack its wisdom, to try to defeat Corypheus. Come
I don't
then.
think
One
that's
last
what it's
sacrifice.
for. I just don't think that that's what that's for. I also don't know who you are. You have a really big hammer. How am I burning in the water? Tell me that. Firepower is pretty incredible. Not gonna lie. Whoa.
If I fall, it will not be by your hand.
Sure.
You heard his parting words, Inquisitor. The elf seeks to destroy the Well of Sorrows.
So
Why
the
can't we just
sanctum
protect
is
it?
despoiled at last.
You would have destroyed the well yourself, given the chance.
To keep it from your grasping fingers. Better it be lost than bestowed upon the undeserving.
How do you know that we're the
You'd let your
undeserving?
people's legacy rot in the shadows.
Enough.
You cannot honestly...
I said enough.
The well
They're both
clearly
wrong.
offers power, Inquisitor. If that power can be turned against Corypheus, can you afford not to use it?
But we don't know what kind of power it
You
is.
even know what you ask.
We don't know what the price is. It said there's
As
a
each
price to
servant
pay.
of Mythal reached the end of their years, they would pass their knowledge on through this. All that we were, all that we knew, it would be lost forever.
This can't be easy, holding on to what's left.
You cannot imagine. Each time we awaken, it slips further from our grasp.
Why remain? Why perform a duty without purpose?
You have shown respect to Mythal, and there is a righteousness in you I cannot deny. Is that your desire? To partake of the Via of Elisan as best you can? To fight your enemy?
Not without your permission.
One does not obtain permission. One obtains the right. The Via of Elisan may be too much for a mortal to comprehend. Brave it if you must. But know you this. You shall be bound forever to the will of Mythal.
Bound to a goddess who no longer exists, if she ever did.
Bound as we are bound. The choice is yours.
Oh, so like you have to protect it?
Is it possible this Mythal might still exist?
Anything is possible.
Elven legend states that Mythal was tricked by Fen-Harel and banished to the Beyond.
Elven legend is wrong. The Dread Wolf had nothing to do with her murder.
Murder? I said nothing of...
She was slain, if a god truly can be. Betrayed by those who destroyed this temple. Yet the Via of Elisan remains. As do we. That is something.
Are you leaving the temple?
Our duty ends. Why remain? It may be that only Uthenera awaits us. The blissful sleep of eternity, never to awaken, if fate is kind.
Thank you for this gift, Abelas.
Do not thank me yet, Shenlong.
Interesting.
You'll note the intact Illuvian. I was correct on that count, at least.
Is it still a threat? Can Corypheus use it to travel the Fade?
You recall when I took you through my
Did he
Illuvian,
wake
I
you
said
up?
each required a key?
I'm sorry.
The well is the key. Take its power, and Mythal's last Illuvian will be no more use to Corypheus than glass.
Are we gonna have to make a
I did
decision?
not expect the well to feel so... hungry.
Let's not be reckless. I don't want anyone hurt.
I am willing to pay the price the well demands. I am also the best suited to use its knowledge in your service.
Do not trust her, Inquisitor. She's a parasite. Only here because she sensed a meal more hearty than you.
Said by one whose only motive for joining the Inquisition was altruism.
Is it altruism or sense not to plunge headfirst into a power you don't remotely understand?
Why should I be refused when the reasons to allow it are sound? Of those present, I alone have the training to make use of this. Let me drink, Inquisitor.
What training makes you so qualified?
I have studied the oldest lore. I have delved into mysteries of which you could only dream. Can you honestly tell me there is anyone better suited?
What about you, Vivienne?
If anyone, it should be you. The mark on your hand may protect you.
I don't know. I don't know what the best thing to do is.
I don't know who's better suited, and neither do you. I have the best chance of making use of the well for everyone. Let me drink.
You're not concerned about the price. Bound forever to the will of Mythal.
Bound to the will of a dead god? It seems an empty warning.
But we don't know that she's
Perhaps
dead.
the compulsion yet remains. Who can say otherwise? I do not fear it, even so.
I hate to say it, but Abelas's plan to destroy the well may be the best one.
What happens when Corypheus comes for you again? He is immortal. The wisdom of the well may include a way to destroy him. Give me this, and I fight at your side. I shall be your sword.
Thoughts?
I would not trust the power in that well with anyone but you, my dear.
You're asking me? This is a lot of weird... I barely understand how any of this works.
Any chance this well could help us against Corypheus? I say you take it.
Enough deliberation. Give me your decision.
I'm gonna let Morgan do it. I chose... Oh. Well, now we all drank from the well.
Morrigan! Are you alright?
Elasin Salah. Visan Allah. I am intact. There is much to sift through, but now we can...
Ruh-roh. Yeah, he's creepy looking.
The Illuvian!
We're glowing. Why are we glowing? Who's that? He broke the mirror. Reach an ancient ruin before your enemies. No.
It is done.
Thank you bought this game on discount about $3. Yeah, I got all three for a super discount
When you went through that
several
river,
months ago.
Corypheus and his archdemon
They're
fled the
really good. The second,
What
first.
he wanted was no longer within the temple.
The first one's my favorite. The
Perhaps.
second one's really
He spent
good.
so long
This one's
trying to
really
get
good.
into
It's
the
just
temple, he
not
probably couldn't
quite
have
the
helped his
same.
forces by that point.
Then Corypheus is finished.
If he is wise, he will hide and rebuild his strength before he attacks
They're really
again.
great games, though.
He will
I
not
very
hide.
much recommend playing them through, especially with
Meaning
the
he
fourth
will
one
attack us
coming out
directly
in a few
at
months.
Skyhold.
Not necessarily. But neither will he remain idle.
And how could you have such insight into his plans?
The Well of Sorrows held many voices, and they speak to me now from across the ages. They hold wisdom, secrets I never dreamed possible. But even they fear what Corypheus has become.
Should we fear him more than his army?
Yeah, they're working on the 4th one. They announced it last month during the
dragon he calls is not
game
truly
events.
an archdemon. It is a dragon in which Corypheus has invested part of his being. He doubtless did so out of pride.
They're saying it's going to come out in the
emulate gods of
fall.
old. That pride can be exploited.
We don't have
Kill the dragon,
an official release
and
date,
his
though.
ability to leap into other bodies is disrupted. He can be slain.
Is it in pre-order? I don't think you can pre-order it yet.
You're sure? Is there
Um,
no bodies for him to jump to?
You assume there is a limit to the range of his power. There is not.
Then what do you propose? Killing the
They
dragon
changed
is
the
no simple
name,
task,
though.
if it could even be found.
There is a way to defeat the dragon, to match Corypheus in his power. The well whispers it to me now. Your help will be required, Inquisitor. Speak to me when you are ready, and we shall begin.
So you can wishlist it through EA.
I'll see to Skyhold's defenses in the meantime.
Changed the name a couple months ago. They were calling it Dreadwolf, and now they're calling it Veilguard.
It all makes sense. I now understand the nuance behind elven words. The ancient lore reveals patterns I would never have suspected. It is exhilarating, the rush of images, truth dangling just out of reach.
Tell me more.
Take the Alluvians. It was always assumed their use was lost after the Tevinter conquest of Arlathan. But the ancient elves had closed all paths to the crossroads long before. They warred with themselves, and the Alluvians were sealed to prevent an enemy from using them to attack. So much is misunderstood. It would take years to absorb, if I get the chance.
I'm pleased I could give you that, at least.
And pleased I am to have the chance, believe me. None of which has anything to do with why I asked you here, of course. Earlier, I said there was a way to match the power of Corypheus, Inquisitor, and there is. We must summon Mathal.
That sounds like a terrible idea.
Didn't you say that Mythal was long dead? Or a myth?
Whatever Mathal was, goddess, myth, or ancient being, the voices of the well say a part of her power lingers on. How, or in what form, I cannot say, but that power is exactly what we need. I must go to an altar in the wilderness to perform the summoning, and you must be with me.
You don't need me for some ritual sacrifice, I hope.
The altar could have a guardian or other surprises, thus your company would be best. Imagine what we will learn, Inquisitor. Some would give their lives to unearth secrets such as this.
She's a little creepy.
'Tis all that remains of the great altar. We few who travel far call to me, and I will come, without mercy, without fear.
Without mercy. That sounds rather ominous.
Yep.
Indeed it does. Your companions will need to go elsewhere. Not to worry, if there is shouting, they will hear it readily enough. who I am. From high priest to high priest, I am the last to drink of sorrows. Come to us, Mythal. Whatever you are, whatever remains, I invoke your name and your power.
Black smoke is not ever promising. Oh look, it's Flemeth.
Mother. Mother?
Now, isn't this a surprise?
I take it you know her. She is a deceiving witch!
Now, that's quite enough of that.
What have you done to me?
I have done nothing. You drank from the well of your own volition.
Then you are Mythal?
You're not even an elf!
Mythal was an elven god. You're...
Human? Not a word many have used for me in a very long time.
I do not understand. How can you be Mythal?
Once I was but a woman, crying out in the lonely darkness for justice. And she came to me, a wisp of an ancient being, and she granted me all I wanted and more. I have carried Mythal through the ages ever since, seeking the justice denied to her.
Then you carry Mythal inside you.
She is a part of me, no more separate than your heart from your chest. You hear the voices of the well, girl. What do they say?
They say you speak the truth.
But what was Mythal? A legend given name and called a god? Or something more? Truth is not the end, but a beginning. A herald indeed, shouting to the heavens, harbinger of a new age. As for me, I have had many names, but you may call me Flemeth.
I know the name Flemeth. It belongs to an ancient Ferelden legend. It says long ago you left your husband for a lover. Your husband then tricked you, killed your lover, and imprisoned you. Then a spirit came to offer you vengeance. Mythal, that's what you spoke of.
One day someone will summarize the terrible events of your life so quickly. But yes, I was that woman. That is how my tale began.
Flemeth appears in other legends, helping heroes for reasons of her own.
I nudge history when it's required. Other times, a shove is needed.
Then you're Mythal and Morrigan's mother.
As well as a witch who prolongs her unnatural life by possessing the bodies of her daughters.
That's what you believe, is it?
I found your grimoire, and I am no fool, old woman.
Yet here you stand, bound into my service. My daughter ran from me long ago. I've let her be, until now, it seems.
If Mythal is within you, why not reveal yourself?
And to whom should I reveal myself?
Morgan's so
To the elves,
angry
to everyone.
right now.
I knew the hearts of men even before Mythal came to me. It is why she came to me. They do not want the truth, and I am but a shadow, lingering in the sun.
Why did Mythal come to you?
For a reckoning. that will shake the very heavens.
And you follow her whims? Do you even know what she truly is?
You seek to preserve the powers that were, but to what end? It is because I taught you, girl. Because things happened that were never meant to happen.
Excuse you, Tree.
She was betrayed as I was betrayed.
Excuse me,
as
Tree.
the world was betrayed. Mythal clawed and crawled her way through the ages to me, and I will see her avenged. Alas, so long as the music plays, we dance.
We summoned you because we need your help.
Against the Magister who grasps beyond his reach. Yes, I know. The voices did not lie, Morrigan. I can help you fight Corypheus.
Oh.
Do you understand, child?
Yes. I think I do.
I don't know.
Wait.
I feel like she should stick with us. I feel like having a god on our side is never a bad thing.
I wish to see who drank from the Well of Sorrows. It has been a very long time. Imagine my surprise to discover it was you.
And that is all.
A soul is not forced upon the unwilling, Morrigan. You were never in danger from me.
I freaking love Lemeth. She's such a badass.
All things considered, Inquisitor, I now wish you had drunk from the well. Will you be all right? I am uncertain. What she said is true, at least. I have the answer to your problem. I can match the Archdemon's power when the time comes. All that remains is for you to find Corypheus.
All that